Everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Shiny Umbreon, and today we are going to be bringing you some more Pokemon Sword and Shield VGC content. We're going to be trying out a cool rental team today, courtesy of That's a Plus One, per usual. It's going to consist of Choice Band Urshifu, Focus Sash Rayquaza, Choice Scarf Blacephalon, Eject Button Whimsicott. That's a really fun one. I've had a lot of fun kind of testing that type of Whimsicott out on Showdown before, and you can make some people pretty upset by that. It's a good time. You've got Zamazenta and an Assault Vest Thunderist. The Zamazenta and Rayquaza duo are pretty cool because kind of the idea of it is like you get a Howl Up, you get a Dragon Ascent off, and you can pretty much knock out most things in your way. Especially those annoying Kyogres. That's one thing that it's like especially good for. And if you're able to get like a Howl Wicked Blow off, you're pretty much knocking out in one hit unless it's a Focus Sash. So there's definitely some cool potential with this team, as well as a potential Zamazenta and Thunderous lead. I believe Zamazenta has... Yeah, it has Behemoth Bash, but other than close combat, it's pretty much just a support mom. That's mostly what it's there for. The EV spread is a bit more on the bulky side, so I think it'll be super interesting to see what this team can do. I've never really played with Zamazenta, but I've wanted to just to make, you know, kind of those off-meta type plays, which I think would be really fun. But without further ado, let's get hopped onto some... we're going to do a couple casual battles. We'll do like 2 casual battles, and then we'll hop on some ranked battles. Just to kind of get a feel for how this team works. Because I don't want to just hop into a ranked battle and, you know, get my butt kicked real quick. So, we're gonna try experimenting a little bit. I think that we can get some wins with it. It seems like a pretty solid team. Hopefully we can find someone, though. If we can't find anyone on the casual ladder, then we will find someone on the ranked. But, fortunately, we were able to find someone. And this is pretty unfortunate. It's not going to give us the best idea of how this team works. I think they forgot to change this team a couple series ago. I could just lead Thunderous and nothing else, and I'd be doing pretty well for myself. I'm thinking Zamazenta, Thunderous, Rayquaza, and I'm looking at either Urshifu or Whimsicott. Huh. Well, Whimsicott's pretty much just there for support. And an eject button. I think we'll go with Urshifu. I wish people on casual battles would just have Series 12 teams. Doesn't make you cool to not use legendaries, just makes you inherently weaker. Not a bad lead. Not a bad lead. Huh. So, I don't really think it's too necessary to howl right now, considering the weaker defenses of my opponent. So I'm going to Behemoth Bash the Pelipper to break a potential sash. I'm going to max the Thunderous, and I'm going to strike Max Lightning onto the Barraskewda, because that thing is probably using a Life Orb. Oh. Excuse me. Oh, good switching. Good switching. They probably thought that I was going to target the Pelipper, I'm assuming, because I'm pretty sure Lantern has Volt Absorb. Which is a fair play, you know. And that Lantern's going to take the Behemoth Bash pretty well, I would say. Oof, you tried. You really did try. That did a pretty pitiful amount of damage. Yeah, I figured it was going to be Life Orb and would not take this very well. Like I said, I could just lead with Thunderous and that would be good. Like, they don't really have many electric counters. Other than that Lantern. So unfortunately, this isn't going to be the best idea of how well this team performs. But we're here for it. Let's pick up the Double Knockout, Close Combat onto the Lantern, and we will Behemoth Bash onto... Oh, sorry. We will Max Lightning onto the Octillery. There's not really too much you can do with a mono water team when a Thunderous is just staring at you in the face. Goodbye, Lantern. Oh, no, bulky. Lantern, big bulky. Wow, I'm surprised. That Zamazenta just doesn't have the most offense. It does have a really thick HP stat. I feel like Lantern should deserve another evolution. Water and Electric are types is a typing that you don't really see that often, and it could potentially have a lot of usefulness, like with inflated defense stat, maybe a slightly better move pool. I think Lantern could potentially see decent competitive play if that were the case. In its current situation, I really can't see it, you know, too practical when there are just better options like Rotom Wash, for example. Alright, Dynamax is over, but it doesn't really matter because we're just gonna go 2 for 2. I kind of want to check something out really quick, though. What is 169? I figured as much. And I'm guessing it's the same for Urshifu. Yep. The whole point of this team is so that the Zamazenta outspeeds all of your physical attackers, so you always be able to get a howl off first, and then do damage. Which you really wouldn't want it any other way. GG. Wish it was a little bit more challenging, but GG. Yeah, we'll try one more battle. Hopefully we can run into a Series 12 battle. Alright, now this is what I'm talking about. Wheezing Gigas, huh? Wheezing Gigas. Okay, Heat Wave. I think I want to go Zamazenta, Urshifu, Rayquaza, and Thundy. So same general team, but just ordered slightly different. As I feel as if it's going to be that Wheezing Urshifu lead. Wait, Wheezing Gigas? Oh, there it is. So they're probably going to protect the Wheezing, max the Gigas. Let me do some calc right real quick. Urshifu. Choice band low +1 to a. Where'd you get? Oh. +252 cruise control. Cool. Alright. I think this might be able to pick up a knockout. Potentially. Go for the Howl. Oh, should I go for the... Nah, I want to go for the Wicked Blow onto the Regigigas. No max. No protect either, so someone's gonna get Will-O-Wisp here. This kind of sucks, but whatever. Oh. Frick. That's gonna knock me out. Can't say I expected that one. What a terrible turn one for us. I need to start thinking a little bit more reactively, unfortunately. Well, I guess it's a good thing I didn't max it. Shoot. I just wonder if that Weezing is focus sashed. It probably is. I mean, I would imagine it is. Go for the Whirlwind onto the Weezing. Lower the Gigas attack stat. That Gigas isn't going to be able to do anything this turn. Just hopefully we'll be able to knock out that Weezing before it can get a Will-O-Wisp onto my Rayquaza. That was a pretty unfortunate turn one for us. Which means either we... I should have gone for the Howl. At least we'll be able to get the attack drop onto the Gigas. I got tripped up by like the most predictable play ever. Okay. So I think they're going to target the Rayquaza slot again. I think I want a close combat onto the Gigas. Go for a Max Quake to try and get that Weezing off the board. I think we should be able to survive a -1. Oh, we have a Focus Sash. It's okay. Oh wait, they're choosing to max the Gigas. Interesting. Well, that's going to suck for them because after this turn, the Slow Start ability is going to activate. And they're going to be sad panda. Did a pretty decent chip, considering I'm burned. Looks like that is going to hit the Zamazenta slot, and that's probably going to be it. Oh, well, no, we're going to go down to burn. Hopefully that Weezing targets the Zamazenta. And, of course, it has a berry. That probably would have gotten the knockout, and here comes the Will-O-Wisp, I'm assuming. If we get burned, then it's just game over. Yep. Alrighty. We lost, unfortunately. We for sure lost. There ain't no way that we're going to be able to take care of that Zation in the back. Oh well. I mean, I guess we'll go Wild Charge and Max Quake. No, let's go Max Whirlwind, trying to get an attack drop lowered on the Gigas. That's fine. Of course the double protect. Just wasting out my max turn. Whirlwind. Yeah, I think we're just gonna call this one. Call this one an L. Take it as it is. There's no way that we're gonna be able to beat this team, unfortunately. It is currently a 4v2 with a burned Rayquaza, so it is essentially a 4v1. Is what it is. Hopefully we'll do a little bit better next turn. Next game. Alright. Hopefully we do a little bit better this game. So Zekrom, Venusaur, Groudon, Whimsicott, Obstagoon, and Indeedee. Alright. Need to think about this. Don't want to lead Whimsicott. Who else is a pretty decent lead? I'm honestly thinking Urshifu, Rayquaza, and Zamazenta. Oh, well, we have to now. Didn't have enough time. I might have swapped Urshifu out for the Leafeon, considering the amount of fire weaknesses they had. But that's okay. My idea is either Tailwind and Wicked Blow, or... Alright, so let's see. They're more than likely going to be maxing that. So I think Switcheroo into... Really upset this isn't G-Max Urshifu. There's going to be my max option. Probably Rayquaza. Maybe Urshifu, but probably not. And let's do Sucker Punch into... Yeah, we'll do Sucker Punch into Zekrom as well. Okay, so there's the max. I figure as much. Usually when you lead Zekrom, you typically want to max it. So they're in for a treat. So my Whimsicott's going to outspeed my Urshifu in priority. So the Switcheroo's going to come off. Their Whimsicott's going to go. And then... Oh, they're just attacking. Oh, man, they're going for the... Ooh, they're going to knock out Urshifu this turn. They're going for the Moonblast. And that is the disadvantage of having a Focus Sash on an Urshifu with a 4 times weakness to Fairy. Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, it's just as bad. That sucks. I'm not really sure why they'd want to bring out an Indeedee with a Whimsicott, because that essentially shuts down a lot of their Whimsicott's capability. So, kind of strange play on their part, bringing that in, but what can you do? So I think we're going to Tailwind into Behemoth Bash on the... No, we're going to go Moonblast. into Behemoth Bash because that thing is very likely carrying a Focus Sash. Oh, probably Expanding Force. That's okay. Oh, no, that thing has an eject button. Oh, wow. Could have just gone for the Behemoth Bash. Oh, well, that's fine. Hopefully it doesn't bring back out the Zekrom. And it did. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, thankfully they don't have a max anymore. So far, they're sitting in a pretty good position. Unfortunately. I think we should outspeed. Yeah, we're gonna max Wormwind the Zekrom, and I'm thinking Behemoth Bash onto the Indeedee. Let's see how this goes. This game is kind of looking like a wrap for us. Not sure if we're going to be able to successfully pull this one off. Here's the hoping, though. Probably not going to knock it out. Hopefully does a considerable chunk, though. Almost. Too bad we couldn't get a crit. Alright, so they've got a Whimsicott and Groudon more than likely in the back. The real question is, can we come through? So I think what we need to do is max guard the Rayquaza. Oh no! That thing has Dazzling Gleam. Perfect. We're gonna Airstream the Indeedee and we are going to wide guard. I don't know why I haven't been wide guarding this entire time. Because both of those Pokemon are probably going to be using spread moves. Tailwind. That's fine. Expanding Force is for sure going to be coming out from the Indeedee. Yeah. And we would have outsped. We would have outsped if they didn't use the Tailwind. Which is unfortunate. But, you know, what can you do about it? So I'm thinking Airstream onto the Whimsicott, and I'm going to have to wide guard again. So I can't have a potential Dazzling Gleam coming out. It's probably going to... I wonder what it's going to be going for. Rock Tomb. Oh, man. Ooh, buddy. Well, I mean, now that they've seen wide guard twice in a row, they're probably going to be expecting it. So I think we could comfortably go into a Behemoth Bash next turn. I think I'm going to go for a Protect into a Behemoth Bash. And actually, close combat does more damage. Stab. If they go for Pressure Spade, we lose. Oh, they're not faster than us. That's good to know. That's really good to know. It could be game changing. What are they going to do? Rock Tomb into the... Yes. Okay. Perfect. I figured that was going to be their play. It was their best play that they had. So we outspeed. We just confirmed that. So I think we can actually take this game back. Oh yeah. Feels good. Feels good. Oh, it's gonna be Zamazenta that takes the lead. Interesting. Yeah, GG. There ain't no way you're coming back from this. We're just gonna go for the last one just because we can. Wow. They were definitely at a winning position there at the start. I really do think that losing Urshifu for their Maximon was kind of necessary, though, because that... I keep pulling a blank whenever I have to think of Zekron's name. I don't know why. I know its name, but Zekrom definitely would have wreaked havoc on our team, like a lot of damage. So losing him on, being able to mitigate damage versus the entire team, it kind of sucked at first, and I kind of had to play around it a little bit, but I think it did end up working out in our favor. Let's check out their team real quick. Lumberry, so it's probably physical. Yep, physical Zek. No sleep powder. Interesting. You don't... The thing is, if you're rocking a Chlorophyll Venusaur, you don't need 252 speed. Because after, like... I don't know exactly what the speed tier is, but... After a certain point, when your speed is doubled, you outspeed everything in the metagame without Tailwind. Obviously, if you have they have a Tailwind up, you're either going to need a Tailwind of your own or you're going to underspeed, but you don't need max speed investment. Even on a modest set. Like, why would you rock max special attack? Huh. Max speed indeedy. Interesting. Alright. Let's play some more battles, though. Excuse me, I gotta check something out real quick on my other computer. Okay, we're good. Got some BP. We'll take it. We will take it. Opposing trainer has been found. Okay, Zamazenta and Calyrex. That's gonna be a little tough. Definitely think we should have Urshifu in the back for that Calyrex. Zamazenta actually does some pretty decent work on their team. I think Zamazenta Thundurus would be a good lead with Rayquaza and Urshifu in the back. Oh, they just go double restricted right off the bat. Okay. Well, Thundurus is not in a good spot. Unfortunately. However, we outspeed that Calyrex. I feel as if that Calyrex is either going to be going for a Glacial Lance or a Trick Room. I'm not sure which. Regardless, I do think that Behemoth Bash is the right move onto it. And let's see, Fighting is Steel. So I think a Max Knuckle onto the Zamazenta would be a fair play to increase the attack of my Zamazenta as well as my Thundurus. Alright, they did not protect. Nice. So we get the Behemoth Bash off, and I think this might be able to pick up a knockout. Oh, no. It didn't. It didn't. And that was a crit, too. That's rough. Maybe we should have doubled up onto the Calyrex. Glacial Lance is probably going to come out here. Yep. Oh, that's going to be rough. Trick Room. Ooh, even more rough. So, if I were to imagine that Glacial Lance would be coming out to attack the Thundurus and get chip onto the Zamazenta, I think the appropriate play would be to go Wide Guard onto a Max Steel Spike to raise the defense against that Zamazenta. Calyrex is Dynamaxing with that low of health. Interesting. Oh, shoot. So they're just going to be going for Max Hailstorm. They're going to knock out our Thundurus, and we are going to be sitting in a bad position. Yeah, this is a really bad play from us. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I don't know if we're going to be able to come back from this. That just wrecked us. I was going to probably do a knockout. Yep. Shit. And now that Calyrex is sitting at +2. And a close combat's probably going to hit our Zamazenta, do a very considerable amount of damage. Oh, that's rough. That is very rough. I think our only move is to go Sucker Punch into the Calyrex and close combat into the Zamazenta. I just hope that the Sucker Punch can pick up a knockout. Okay. I was worried about that +2 defense. Oh, we got the crit. We got the crit. Nice. That was probably important. Nice. Good play for us. That was a good turn for us. What you seriously think that I was gonna go for a Wicked Blow against your +2, going to be +3 Calyrex? Nah. Really good turn for us. I don't think that they're going to be going for an Ice-type move. I think they're going to be going for either High Horsepower or Earthquake onto the Zamazenta. So, with that being said, I am going to Heart Swap Zamazenta for Rayquaza, and I am going to Sucker Punch the Mamoswine. The next turn, we can Dragon Ascent the Mamoswine. How many turns of Trick Room is left? Okay. Oh no, the hail's gonna chip my sash. Shoot. That's not good. Oh man, that did some big damage. Okay, so I did not make the appropriate prediction. I don't think it's going to be going for a... Okay, yeah, I figured as much. Oh wow, they're just doubling up onto the Urshifu. So, the way this is going to play out... Let me put out Zamazenta. So, it's going to be Mamoswine, Zamazenta. No, it's going to be Mamoswine, Rayquaza, Zamazenta, then Tapu Koko. So, I think Earthquake to Wide Guard would be a good play. Because the Wide Guard prevents the Earthquake damage from my Rayquaza. I'm pretty sure. No. Protect. Behemoth Bash onto the Mamoswine. Because that Icicle Spear would hit first because it's slower. And that will break the sash. And it will... Wow. I can honestly only assume that that was a misplay on their part, because that actually doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you actually do that? Why wouldn't you go for the high horsepower or the Earthquake and just protect your Tapu Koko? That doesn't do any damage. I think they just threw this game away. I really do. So now we're going to go Earthquake into Wide Guard. Nice. We won. Good game.